Reed making an impact off the break.
How about that? San Antonio has now missed 7 free throws tonight. Reed, good pocket pass on the fly. Edwards with 23.
So just great recognition right there by Ant-Man not to stay still, to get the back cut. Big three by Ayo.
Dosunmu drills the three. Vassell other end. He knocks in a triple.
It's a shootout to start this game right now from downtown as both teams struggled in the first half from beyond the arc.
McDaniels comes a three.
Well, both teams catching each other, not set on the defensive end of the floor. They're taking advantage of the opportunity to score quickly.
Fox twisting, firing, no. Rebound, hustle play. Vassell vacuums it in. Fox, three, yes. 2 more difficult defensive assignments. Here's Cornette over Gobert and gets it to go.
Jokic or Wemby, but Rudy has done a great job, and I think this has been a great playoff series defensively for him, for all the naysayers.
Reed with a nice little shake and big move to get 2 inside with an offhand.
For offensive.
Candace, Wemby arms are beat up.
Knocked away by Gobert. With Edwards with it. Edwards with 23 and a double-double. Splits the defense, takes it in, and on the move, got the deuce.
On the night, there's more ways to impact the game than just offense.
Edwards, who's looked good. Corner three. Dosunmu puts it down. It's a 2-point game. Fox back in, driving on Dosunmu and over Gobert.
They come out and they get that success. Ayo was working on that corner three when we came out of the timeout, and to see him get that early success and see it go down for him is good.
Now, yeah, he pulls up a different kind of shot as he penetrates and gets the floater to go. Closing in on the end of the third. San Antonio -17 from the floor, and a driving move off the glass by Victor Wembanyama with 23.
To at least give a little bit of help to Rudy Gobert.
Wembanyama picked up his third. Stopping, starting, firing, rejected by Wembanyama. 10 by San Antonio. Vassell, short range shot. Champagny the rebound. Outside, 3. Keldon Johnson, bullseye. His 4th foul, here comes Fox. Randall there into the double team. Wembanyama, and he spins and gets the deuce. He's got 27 points.
It allows you to be a better defender on the ball, to apply more pressure on the ball, and take more chances.
Welcome, everybody, to Mr. Main Podcast. I'm Mr. Main. Today, I will be bringing you a game recap of the San Antonio Spurs versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. The game took place yesterday, May 8th, 2026, at the Target Center. It was a great, entertaining game. You had 2 superstars going head-to-head. Minnesota, Anthony Edwards versus San Antonio Spurs, Victor Wembanyama. It was a great, entertaining game to watch, and the Spurs came out victorious by the score of 115-108. And now they lead the series 2-1. Okay, let's get into it. The San Antonio Spurs box scores is really off the charts. Julian Champagny had 6 points and 12 rebounds. Victor Wembanyama had 39 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 blocks. He went off. He went off big time and beat down the Timberwolves on their home floor. DeAndre Fox had 17 points and 5 assists. Devin Vessel had 13 points and 3 assists. Stephon Castle had 13 points and 12 assists. Off the bench, Harrison Barnes chipped in 1 rebound, 1 steal. Keldon Johnson had 11 points and 2 rebounds. Carter Bryant had 6 points. Luke Hornett had 2 points. Last but not least, Dalen Harper had 8 points in the game with 4 rebounds. Now, for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Julius Randle had 12 points and 6 rebounds. Jaden McDaniels had 17 points, 7 rebounds. Rudy Gobert, 13 points with 7 rebounds. Mike Conley played 4 minutes, did not score a point, did have 2 rebounds. Anthony Edwards went off in the game. He played 41 minutes, had 32 points, 14 rebounds. He was their main scorer. He tried to keep them in the game as much as he can. He did as much as he can, but at the end, the Spurs came out on top. Naz Reid had 18 points, 9 rebounds. Terrence Shannon Jr. had 5 points, 2 rebounds. Last but not least, Ayo Dosunmu. He had 11 points and 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Naz Reid had 18 points and 9 rebounds. Ayo Dosunmu had 11.7 rebounds. Last but not least, Terrence Shannon Jr. had 5 points with 2 rebounds, and that's it for the Timberwolves. The box score per quarter: San Antonio scored 23 points in the first quarter, Minnesota 22. San Antonio scored 28 points in the second quarter, Minnesota 29. Third quarter, San Antonio scored 35 points, Minnesota 28. The last and final quarter, both teams scored 29 points. Total came out, San Antonio 115 to 108. This was a very entertaining game to watch. I enjoy watching Anthony Edwards go to head-to-head against Victor Wembanyama, the Phenom. And let's look at the game recap. Victor Wembanyama gives the Spurs another gem in a 115-108 win over the T-Wolves to take a 2-1 lead series. This was a great game in the Target Center. Victor Wembanyama delivered another masterpiece with 39 points, 15 rebounds, and a more game-wrenching defense for the San Antonio Spurs, who took a 2-1 lead in the second round of the NBA playoff series with a 115-108 victory over the Minnesota Timberwolves on Friday night. Wembanyama went 13 of 18 from the floor and 10 of 12 from the line, added 5 blocks and a full night of paint deterrence as the Spurs won their second straight game after dropping the opener at home. It was like holding the ship together. We had a lead. We didn't need to rush. We needed to be consistent, Wembanyama said. DeAndre Fox scored 17 points, and Stephen Castle added 13 points and 12 assists with a team-high plus 17 rating. Anthony Edwards had 32 points and 14 rebounds, and Naz Reid added 18 points and 9 rebounds for the Wolves, whose defense kept them alive after a woeful start, but allowed the Spurs to shoot 8 for 10 from three-point range in the provoked third quarter. Minnesota will host Game 4 on Sunday night. The series shifts back to San Antonio for Game 5 on Tuesday. Jaden McDaniels drew Wembanyama's fifth foul with 6 minutes and 18 seconds left and brought the Wolves with 99-98 on a pair of free throws, but the Spurs never trailed in the second half despite never leading by double digits. Wembanyama sat for about a minute before Coach Mitch Johnson sent him back in. We were going to not leave any bullets in the chamber in terms of keeping him on the bench, Johnson said. We were going to play him, and then if he fouled out, we will deal with that. Wembanyama didn't flinch despite the foul risk, finishing with 16 points in the fourth quarter. His three-pointer that answered Reid pushed San Antonio lead to 6 with 3 minutes and 6 seconds to go. Reid tried another one near the end of the shot clock on the next possession that hit the rim, and Wembanyama snagged another rebound. Anthony Edwards, who showed Minnesota yet again his swift healing ability by returning from a deep bone bruise in his hyperextended left knee after just 1 week to make the start of the series, had 22 points in the first half to help them snap back from an early 18-3 deficit. We needed that. We needed that, Coach Chris Finch said. He's battling back to find a game like this, and I couldn't have come at a better time. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the result that went along with it. The Wolves missed the last 12 shots and didn't get a bucket to go down until Rudy Gobert put back with 6 minutes and 52 seconds had elapsed. But unlike the 133-95 drubbing they took in Game 2 on Wednesday, they had the defensive intelligence and tenacity at the ready to make up for the long shooting laws. Edwards hit a buzzer-beating 31-footer at the end of the first quarter, and McDaniels swift a three-pointer from the wing to end the first half. with a 51, all tied. McDaniels and Julius Randle were the most affected by Wembanyama's presence, unable to get their short range and rim attacking game going. They shot a combined 8 for 34 from the floor. I went into the locker room and I told the guys we had a bunch of great looks and we said, if we could make our shots, we win this game. If you like this content, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.
Thanks so much, Kevin Deeren. You guys come into a hostile environment. Minnesota not making it easy at all. Offensively, defensively, how were you guys able to close this out and take game 3?
I think we were able to execute in the second half, and that's what it came up to. Obviously, we had a great start to the game. They fought back. We didn't assume that it would be like game 2. They fought back, and like I said, in the second half, we executed down the stretch, and I think that's why we were ultimately able to come up with this win.
We talked pregame about the importance of poise and composure. What impressed you most about your team's ability to be just that during their runs?
Yeah, especially when they went on the run in the fourth quarter. We didn't turn the ball over. I think we had maybe one. But just being able to control the ball, control the pace. I think we played at our pace the entire game, and I think that's kind of wore them down. I mean, we played 10 guys, so we try to come at guys. We try to come at teams in waves, and I think we did that well.
We got to talk about the big fella, the physicality he takes, Deeren, and the efficiency he gives. What are we witnessing with Victor, especially in his first postseason?
I mean, greatness. We all know that. We see him every day. We see the work and the time that he puts into his game and his body, knowing that teams are going to come out here and try to be physical with him. And he fights through that. He doesn't complain. He knows what he's going to endure, and he comes out here and he produces.
You know how hard it is to win, beat a team twice in a row, to do it 3 times. What's it going to take to run it back on Sunday?
I think the same thing. Come out, be physical, come out and try to start the game the way that we started and try to weather their runs. They're at home. They play great at home, and, we're just trying to be able to come out here and fight, put ourselves in position to win, and then try to execute down the stretch.
Deeren, appreciate the time.
Thank you.
You guys are down big early there. What did you see that was just not working early, and how did you claw back into the game the way that you did?
Just get some stops. Yeah, we wasn't getting many stops, and our shot wasn't going in, but just staying with the game plan and execution offensively.
You had, I think, 41 minutes tonight. Was it your plan all the way to just kind of go as far as you needed to go, and how do you feel coming off of that?
Yeah, for sure. I told Coach, like, however many minutes you need me to play tonight, I'm willing to do it, and I feel good.
It's just kind of what made it tough in the third quarter to slow them down. They had 35 points and seemed to be where they really took control of this game.
Offensive rebounds. I think they hit a few threes off of those. I think they started playing faster as well. So just those 2 factors, and they kind of buckled in on and was able to execute.
And 0 for 12 as a team to start the night tonight. Was that just a case of you guys missing shots to open the game tonight, or what do you think happened in the opening minutes tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's all there can be. We was able to get it up on the rim. It just didn't go in for us, but we clawed our way back into the game. So I don't think that really hurt us. I think it was the third quarter. Every time we scored to cut the game within 2, they got 2 offensive rebounds for 2 threes, kick out threes. I think that's really what hurt us. Like, we gotta get those defensive rebounds, man. We gotta box them out. Number 30 is crashing every time, and number 1 is hell on the offensive glass. So we gotta box him out and then box everybody else out and gang rebound.
And what made it difficult to get free for good looks in the second half?
For who?
You.
I don't think it was difficult. I think I got good looks from the game. Yeah.
Nas, you guys on the offensive glass, that kind of kept you in the game, especially in the fourth quarter early on. Tons of second chance points tonight. Is that an avenue you guys see like long-term success in this series?
I think every game, regular season, postseason, those plays matter, whether you get the ball or not, whether you put your hand on it, just, whatever you could do for, your team get the ball, not the other team. So I think whether it's postseason, regular season, all that matters regardless. So.
And you said you guys clawed back after that first quarter. It seemed like that had a lot to do with the drive and kick game that you guys got going. But it seems like you have multiple times per possession where you're driving and kicking. But that's a little bit different than the regular season and this opponent. Like, what is that kind of like mentally to stay focused on drive and kick over and over?
I mean, they got somebody who's 7'6" on the floor, and he takes up a lot of space. So just trying to, figure out ways to find an open man around him because in the paint he's just everywhere. So just trying to like I said, find ways to find somebody who open. Yeah, I feel like we had a good dose of that throughout the whole game. I think like I went in the locker room and told the guys like we had a bunch of great looks. I feel like we had a bunch of great looks, and if we make our shots, we win this game.